I'm Fletcher Brown at Kicks96country.com. At the Tennessee River Run, we're here at the press luncheon on Pickwick Lake in the resort. Okay, now, Darryl, this is the 10th year for the River Run. Now, ordinarily, I would probably just have to talk to this big, giant Darryl Worley head on the poster, but I actually have the real deal. Darryl Worley.
You might want to use that one. It's a pretty good-looking shot of me, and that might draw more people for the show.
So, Darryl, 10 years, man. Whew, 10 years of River. Now, I know personally, I've told you for years that September is my favorite month for the Tennessee River Run. I never miss one. I've only ever missed one. It was the very first one.
Right.
I've been at every River Run since. It's my favorite. But 10 years of this, of doing good work. We had the Darryl Worley Foundation has done so many amazing things. We met Marty a little while ago, and we found out what the Darryl Worley Foundation did for him. Let's hear from you, though. Let's go back for our listeners and find out why Darryl Worley 10 years ago said, let's do this. Let's make this happen. What is your story?
You know, you just mentioned Marty, and that's such a great example of the things that just happen. Life happens out here in the real world, and this is a pretty poverty-stricken area around here. I mean, it's very rural. You know, Savannah's the only city in our county, so in the beginning, I had worked with a lot of other little community organizations, and you know, like maybe say at Thanksgiving time, we would go make up big old food baskets and just take them out to. You know, we'd get a phone call, somebody say, hey, these folks right here could really use one. We'd put their name on the list. We used to do it at the Moose Lodge, and I started getting out in the county. You know, they said, instead of giving us money this year, why don't you come help us put the baskets together and go deliver them? And they knew what it was going to do to me. And I mean, when you see this with your own eyes, you think, man, I didn't have any idea that we had people right here at home that are struggling like that. And I just came together with my management team, and I said, you know, not just health issues. I mean, it might be someone like Marty that had a horrific thing happen in his life. You know, someone had a horrible car accident or just falling on hard times. I said, you know, these people are like I used to be. They can't afford insurance right now. Let's go help them. Let's help our people that need help. And so that's how it started out. And cancer was kind of like a secondary thing. I mean, we always donated part of the money to some of the national charities like cystic fibrosis and St. Jude and Le Bonheur and different organizations that would help, especially children. We love the youngins. But you know, then we sort of started zeroing in on this cancer thing because we just have a high cancer rate here in our area. And we started to reach out to the surrounding areas, you know, into North Alabama, into North Mississippi, you know, further in West Tennessee. And I mean, at this point, we'll help somebody on the West Coast if we find the right story or the right thing. And I couldn't believe some of the numbers that were flying around in there today as far as how many grants we've given out and the number of dollars we've actually just given away to help people in need. And then we just decided to focus on building the Darryl Worley Cancer Treatment Center, and it took us about 7.5, 8 years, I guess. Of course, it's up and running now.
Yeah, Cancer Treatment Center opened last year.
Yeah,
and,
we did about almost a year before it was supposed to, and you know, it's almost paid for. God's just really blessed all the efforts that we've made, and this community has stepped up in such a way that I can't even. And I mean, even from over in, you know, you guys' area, we get phone calls and donations, and it's just you never know. I tell my dad, and I talk about it all the time. It doesn't bother me to go ask somebody for their money if I'm asking it for a good cause. Mm-hmm. And so all these people around here have seen me come, and I'm like, hey, we need your help. And so people have stepped up, man, and it means a lot. And you guys are right there on top of that list because for 10 years you've helped us get the word out there. And if nobody knew we were doing it, it wouldn't be a very big crowd.
We are happy to do it. Let's talk a little bit about the Tennessee River Run's past. We went over earlier in lunch, and people were reminiscing about some of their favorite shows. We've had Charlie Daniels on that stage, Ronnie Millsap, Craig Morgan, Mark Wills, John Conley. So many great performers over the years. And this year is a really, really big year. And, of course, you've added that Friday night concert in the last few years, the rock concert. Yeah. This year we've got Kansas coming to downtown Savannah, Tennessee on Friday the 16th. and you've got Montgomery Gentry, who are really good friends of yours,
Yep.
who are playing with you in the Saturday concert out here. Let's talk about these artists, and many of them, especially like Montgomery Gentry, being such good friends of yours. These other country music artists that you know, that you love, they're friends of Darryl's. They come and they give of their time in a big way to make this event what it is.
There's no doubt about it. I mean, for us to get Kansas for the money that we got them for, well, what happens is you take guys that have been around that long, they've all been affected by cancer and all these other diseases that we talk about, and they've all seen times when they could have used a little help. And on the Montgomery Gentry thing, Troy's mother passed a couple years back with cancer, and Eddie just got over prostate cancer. So, I think it took me a while to rope those guys into it and dragging them down here because they've just been really busy. And plus, I don't know if you've been to their shows, but that's a huge band and a huge crew, and they just can't go out and do shows for pennies. I mean, we work with them a lot, and I know what they get, and I know the kind of draw they have, and I just always felt like they'd be a really big draw for this area. I mean, come on, people around here, like, they're a little on the hillbilly side. They like to rock. They're going to dig this, and I think that it'll be one of our biggest turnouts.
I know I got friends from Birmingham that heard Kansas and they said Kansas.
Well, what I've said about this is, Montgomery Gentry might wind up closing the Saturday night show, but I'll be at this one. I will be there for Kansas, buddy. I guarantee you that.
Now, of course, the Tennessee River Run officially begins the week of September 15th. Okay, that 15th. I'm reading from the poster here. 7 p.m. the 10th anniversary Gala Black Tie Blue Jeans evening with Darryl Worley and friends. The 16th, beginning at 4 a.m. the bass tournament. The golf tournament is at 7 and 1, 2 flights. The rock concert downtown Savannah. You want to mark your calendar for that. 8:30. That's Kansas. And then of course the 17th. You've got the bass tournament at 4 a.m. 8 a.m. is the 5K run. 10 a.m. is the motorcycle poker run. 10 a.m. the youth fishing tournament. Arts and Crafts Fair, country concert, gates open at 4. Any of these, like the 5K run or the motorcycle poker run, do you get in on any of these?
I'll be at all of that.
All of that stuff.
And I mean, every year I try to participate in an event, and it was going to be the 5K run this year. I've never ran it before. I just ran 2.5 miles out in Flagstaff this past week at 7,200 feet. Buddy, I don't know if I'm ready for the 5K yet.
Yeah, I usually enjoy watching those.
But it ain't 7,200 feet here either. I'm telling you, I was about halfway through 2.5 miles, and I had this sensation like I was just going to wet my pants without even, thinking about it. And I was like, have I ever felt this before? This is really strange. Should I keep running or turn off and go to the bathroom? But it went away. Thank goodness.
I don't even want to know what other people do. Darryl, 10 years of the Tennessee River Run, and I know personally proud to say that I've been to as many as I've been, and we appreciate you letting us be a part of this. And we know that every year you're happy to see every person who wants to come from Kicks Country up to Pickwick, and we invite you, Darryl Worley invites you, get in on this and be a part of this 10-year celebration. We want to make this the biggest crowd.
We have the biggest after party.
We absolutely do.
Hang out behind the stage. You may have to swim to get in there.
But
it's worth the swim.
If you find me wandering around in the dark, just lead me back to the bus.
If you find me wandering around in the dark, just leave me alone.
Darryl, we're going to let you go so that you can talk to the other folks, but we appreciate you and everything that you do. We know your community loves you. Darryl Worley, we're going to see you at the 2011 Tennessee River Run. Of course, that country concert is going to be Saturday the 16th. I'll see you, of course, Friday night at the Kansas concert. And Fletcher Brown at Kicks96country.com.